Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer. Where are you going now? Okay. My name is Dan Glazer. This is Comics on Parole. And our guests aren't here. No, we do have one guest. We have Treados. We may have to interview Al.
Hey, man.
How are you doing, Al?
Al Glazer, I'm good.
You ready for my stupid Facebook jokes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let me find them. Okay. So, Al, I find a person could get way higher on life than on drugs. I just wish I could smoke it or put it in a brownie to speed it up a bit.
A brownie?
You know, Treados, how hard it is to get a laugh out of Al.
Very difficult.
Yep. A comic said to me, Dan, I like the way you never say the same joke over 160 times. I replied, yes, it keeps the joke writing skills limber.
There you go. Yeah. Keep it fresh.
It's much easier reading the jokes than memorizing them. My family said if I don't stop posting Facebook jokes on Facebook, I'll be disowned. You can now find me listed on eBay and Craigslist. Let the bidding begin.
Wow.
I don't. That's all I'm worth?
Well, start it.
My wife told me today my appendage, my ding-dong, my schlong, whatever you want to call it, reminds her of the company that makes the Windows computers. Because it's micro and it's soft. Okay. After a set last night, Treados, an audience member said to me, your marriage jokes are simply in bad taste. I replied, oh, so you've eaten my wife's cooking. Do you know that got almost 70 likes?
Really?
Most of the jokes I post, maybe 7, 30 at the most. That got 70. I don't know why.
Wow.
It just hit a chord with you. Someone asked me, how does your wife feel about all your marriage jokes? I replied, I really don't know. You'd have to ask her divorce attorney. Pay attention, Treados. Okay, that's the joke for you.
Right.
Well, we may only have one guest, so if we do, we'll have Al come up. Al is really a celebrity in his own right.
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about that later. Listen, right now I want to welcome to the stage a young man. I've known him for a couple of years. I call him the Pee Wee Herman of comedy, just the way he wears a bow tie. Welcome to stage. He's a motivational speaker. He's a comic that, do you tour outside the city?
Yeah.
He tours outside the city. Give it up for Mr. Treados, the comic and motivational speaker. How's it going, Treados?
How's it going, Dan?
Good.
Doing all right.
I've been wanting to get... So, Treados, you're a comic.
Mm-hmm. I am.
And a motivational speaker.
Yes.
And you do them together? These two together?
I actually do them separate, but sometimes if I get booked for a motivational event at a high school or a college or something like that, of course, to warm up, I'll tell some jokes in there and add some humor. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like you cooking and put some season on the sauce to kind of make it a little bit more flavorful.
Right.
That's what I do.
So, very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do add some humor into motivational talk.
But you go out and perform at open mics and comedy clubs and stuff here in Atlanta now, right?
Right.
Every night?
Maybe a couple nights out the week.
Yeah.
I'm married, and I got small kids, so I can't get
so
out
that's
every
you
night.
need to go more than a couple nights.
Hopefully my wife is not getting mad about that.
Is your wife watching?
Hopefully she is, so she can make sure that I'm actually here on the show.
Okay.
Then go anywhere else.
So when did you start doing comedy?
I started doing comedy probably about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, really? That's it?
I actually took a class over at the Laughing Skulls because I was...
Who taught the class?
Marshall Childs.
Yeah, Marshall. Was it a good class?
Yeah, it was a good class. It was actually a total of 3 of us From my understanding,
In the class?
yeah, typically they had about 10 or 15 people,
Yeah.
but it was a smaller class, which made it more intimate, and we were able to work on more material and get more information out of Marshall.
Now, while you were taking class, did you still have to pay for your drinks and tip the waitress?
Of course. You know Marshall. Marshall is definitely not a penny.
Did Marshall do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, he did. He did stand-up comedy. He still does. He did it for about 10 or 15 years before he decided to go into the club scene because I think he wanted
It's
to
a
be closer.
legend in Atlanta, that and the Punchline.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
It's almost Punchline and Laffy's go almost as much of a legend as Jerry Farber.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a legend. That's a big name in the comedy game.
Yeah. And did Marshall do some stand-up for you?
Yes, he did. He did a 5-minute set just to let us watch, to kind of give us an example of how it was going to go. And we watched some sets of him online as well on YouTube.
You know, it's funny. I was in a Starbucks, and I had never met Marshall at the time.
Okay.
I'd seen him on
Cool
Facebook,
guy,
but
man.
never
Cool
met
guy.
him. So, but I knew his picture, what he looked like. So I was in Starbucks. There was a guy sitting there who looked just like Marshall Childs.
Okay.
Looked identical.
Right.
So I looked him up on Facebook. I went over there and I said, "Are you Marshall Childs?"
Wow, that had to be scary.
It was. He goes, "No."
Oh, okay.
So I showed him a picture of Marshall Childs, and the guy next to him said, "It looks just like him because Marshall Childs used to be my next door neighbor."
Are you serious?
Small world.
Wow,
isn't that
man.
funny? So, but Laffy Skull is it is such a cool place
Yeah.
because I like at the end the doors open up.
Right.
You know who the last person I talked to at Laughing Skull? They had a Christmas party last year. Was Dolce.
Dolce Sloan. Yeah, she's doing some
Dolce
amazing
Sloan
things.
is becoming very, very well
yeah,
known. She's
yeah.
went to L.A. And she's on some TV show there now.
Right.
Working with a lot of celebrities. She's going to be big.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
Look up Dolce Sloan on YouTube. She's
Please
very,
do.
very funny young lady. So we're going to get to your book and your motivational speaker.
Okay.
So let's see a set.
Okay. All right.
Got kids? How many people in here got kids? Couple of y'all, yeah, yes. Everybody got kids, boy. I got a 5-year-old that think he going on 45, and a 2-year-old that think he can walk through walls. Boy, he is off the chain. And I'm talking to the TV like Steph Curry hit another 3, and my son tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, "Daddy." I'm like, "What?" "You know they can't hear you on TV." I'm like, "They're not gonna hear you either if you keep talking to me." Now, Steph Curry keeps shooting them 3s. My 5-year-old is so outspoken, man. You know, having kids, you already know you got to watch what you say around kids because they are sponges. Case in point, I took my son to the barbershop a couple weeks ago, and we walked into the barbershop, and I knew something was going to go wrong when he kept tapping me on my leg. He's like, "Daddy." I'm like, "What?" He like, "Daddy." I'm like, "What?" "You and mommy lied to me." "What did we lie to you about?" "You said our barber, Mr. Marcus, in jail. He right here." I said, "Oh my gosh." As soon as he said it, the whole barbershop got quiet and everybody cut their clippers off. They looked at me and my son. Needless to say, we had to find a new barber, boy. They ran us up out of there, boy. Kids are outspoken, man. It's crazy, man. It's 2016, almost over. I started to work out at the beginning of the year, but that didn't work out too good. I got motivated because I saw one of my friends, he lost 45 pounds in 60 days. That's impressive, isn't it? Yes, 45 pounds in 60 days. So I was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" He was like, "Hey, man, I'm doing this new workout program called the Insanity." Any of y'all heard of the Insanity before? Yeah. All right. Has anybody ever knew anybody who completed the Insanity? Me neither. At the time, I didn't know anything about the Insanity, so I bought the Insanity, right? Now, you know you're in trouble when you put a DVD in and it takes like 25 minutes to make it through all the warning signs of what can possibly happen to you. It's like some people have passed out. Some people have experienced shortness of breath. And some people have died during the Insanity. I'm like, maybe y'all should have put this on the cover of the DVD. And I wouldn't have wasted $150 on this thing. And then this crazy guy comes on named Sean T. If you ain't never heard of Sean T, please Google this guy. He's like the black version of Richard Simmons. Sean T has negative 0% body fat. He looks like Captain America, Incredible Hulk, Batman, and Superman all combined, but black though. And then he talks to you real disrespectful like a drill sergeant. He was like, "You're going to get in here and work out. You're not going to quit. You're going to lose weight." I'm like, man, who is this dude talking to, man? Is he in my living room? And then he was like, "We're going to do a 10-minute warm-up." I said, "Hold up, time out, flag on the play." Who does a 10-minute warm-up? I start for 10 minutes and I quit. And he's like, "Let's get this workout started." I'm looking at my watch. 2 minutes go by. We working out, I'm sweating, I'm about to pass out after 5 minutes. More of the story, I started Insanity on a Monday and I quit on a Monday. Well, y'all heard my name is Treados. It's tough growing up with a weird name like that when everybody think you should cut their grass or something. They think you speak Spanish or something like that. It's tough growing up like that. Like the toughest part of my life with my name had to be elementary school. We got any teachers in the house tonight? No teachers, good. This is for teachers right here. Substitute teachers in particular used to ruin my life. Like I knew exactly what was going to happen when we had a substitute teacher in class in elementary school every single time. The substitute teacher would walk in, and y'all already know how kids think when they got substitute teachers. They're going to do what the heck they want to. They're not listening to nothing because the substitute teacher's there. Substitute teacher walk in, pull out the roll. She'll get to the T's, and she'll be like, "Is Thomas here?" Somebody be like, "Here." "Timmy, here." And then she'll look. And she'll look up with a gas face like, "Is Tremendous here?" I'm like, how in the world did you get Tremendous out of Treados? You know what? That's why you a substitute teacher. You're not a real teacher anyway.
Okay, so that was a venue called Mad Life.
Mad Life Studios in Woodstock, Georgia.
And you won 3rd place.
Yes, I did. Won 3rd place with that set.
Very good.
Yeah.
Because it's clean.
Clean, yeah.
And funny.
Funny. Yeah.
About children and the wife and everything. Okay, so what is the book you have there?
This is a book that I actually authored back in 2012. It's called Get Them to Buy Into You. Get Them to Buy Into You, the Student Guide to Personal and Professional Success. Came out in 2012. You can actually get this on my website at www.treados.com, Amazon, booksamillion.com, all of it. It's all on the site.
Oh, you're in Books A Million?
Yeah, online.
That's one of my favorite stores. Mm-hmm. How did you get it on Books A Million? Do they have to read it and review it?
It has to go through, depending on the publishing company that you go through. So I went through a pretty decent publishing company, and they were able to. It's online, so if anybody goes and type that name in, they can get it from Amazon, Books A Million, all of them.
And is it selling well?
Yeah, selling well. Yeah, I actually get out in person and sell copies myself too. So.
And do you sign it?
Yeah, I signed it. And it's a book designed for young people. It's a lot of information that I learned in college and outside of college that I wish I had learned early on that would help me people prepare more for corporate life and running their own business and things like that.
So what is your job during the day? Is it to motivate you? Go to schools?
Actually, my day job, I'm a sales rep.
What do you?
I work for a tobacco company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you did motivational speaking.
I do. You know, sometimes I get some calls and I have to go to a college or a school. So I do that too.
What kind of tobacco? Cigarettes?
Yep.
You know, while we only have one guest, might as well tell you a story.
Might as well tell my life story.
Betty Pitts was supposed to be here, and he just won the hip hop award.
He's probably still celebrating right now.
We might show a clip of one of his stuff anyway in a minute. Interesting story. You're young, but you remember Dick Van Dyke?
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
So Dick Van Dyke used to perform here in Atlanta.
Really?
He's from Illinois, but he had like a theater group with a guy named Phil Erickson, and they were touring around the country, called Wits and Players.
Okay.
They stopped in Atlanta and fell in love with it and said they want to, because they were traveling with their families, they wanted to raise kids here.
Okay.
And Dick Van Dyke worked for WSB, and he did the weather, and he told bedtime stories on television to kids.
Right.
And every weekend they do a theater, they would put on skits at this theater, and you paid 50 cents to go see it. We had a musician named Colonel Bruce Hampton's come up, and he used to go see them, Dick Van Dyke and his brother Jerry Van Dyke, when they were little kids.
Oh, wow.
And his uncle gave Dick Van Dyke his first cigar.
Oh, wow.
Cuban cigar.
Wow. Wow.
So I thought that was it. But he didn't want to leave Atlanta, but he got discovered, and but he loved Atlanta.
It's a great city. Great city to raise a
Where'd
family.
you grow up at?
I'm a military brat. My dad was in the Army, so I kind of moved around a whole bunch of places. So when you asked me that question, I probably went to so many different schools, probably maybe 10 to 15 schools growing up.
Okay, now, so you do go to schools to do motivational speaking,
I do.
right?
Right.
And you get paid for this?
Yeah.
Oh, and who hires you to do that, or how do you?
Well, typically what will happen is maybe a counselor or a principal has a need or something like that where they want you to talk about a specific topic and motivate their students. So let's say you have a principal or a counselor who wants to talk to their kids about leadership or something like leadership, bullying prevention, motivation, anything like that. They'll go online and find somebody in the area or something, or maybe a referral or something like that. They'll give you a call and say, "Hey, we want you to come talk to our students for 45 minutes at a pep rally or in the lunchroom or a cafeteria, anything like that."
Well, let's see a clip. Let's see a clip of this.
Don't settle for less. Throughout my travel, where I get the opportunity to speak to college students, high school students, what I realize is that people, and young people in particular, allow their environment, their circumstances, and their situation to begin to shape and mold where they want to go in life. And they allow it to put them in a box. And the problem with that sometimes is they never come out of that box. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Because who you surround yourself with, your associations make a tremendous amount of impact in your life. And third, are you really believing and buying into yourself? Have you bought into yourself? What's going on in your life? I don't know if you're a part of a gang and you're trying to get out of the gang, or if you're trying to get a job, or you're trying to go to college, or you're trying to currently get out your current situation. You got to have some type of faith, some type of action if you want to achieve those particular results and goals to get out your current situation to soar, because each and every one of us were put on this earth and designed for a plan. I think each and every one of us have the opportunity to do some phenomenal things in our life, but we begin to settle for less, and you can't settle for less. And sometimes when people think that you can't do anything, what they're really saying is that they can't achieve it. And standing at the top of the mountain, he had a parachute on, and his instructor told him that in order for you to jump off the cliff, you're going to have to pull your chute. So I want to tie that in for my young people. Some of you all are standing at the top, and you see the opportunity. You see it, but you're scared to jump off and pull your parachute. Is your parachute open? Is your parachute open is my question to you, because you have to try, because if not, you're going to begin to settle for less. I wanted to talk to you about my new book that just came out. The book is called Get Them to Buy Into You. A powerful book. I take a lot of principles and really show you how to get people to buy into you. Throughout life, and as far as me going to college, I realized that were things that I was missing that wasn't taught in the classroom necessarily and in college. If you want those tips on how to get people to buy into you about a business, buying into you getting a job, buying into you getting into college, buying into you to getting an internship, pick up a copy of my book. You can find this book on Treados.com.
Welcome back, Comics on Parole. As you can see, Dan Glazer had to step out for a second. He had to go downstairs and use the restroom. I think he ate something bad, so hopefully you can deal with me for the next 10 minutes until Dan gets his stomach together. I don't know, what are we talking about today? I guess I'm going to just tell a couple jokes since I'm on here live and I took over the show. I don't know, I think Dan might have got a call from his parole officer, too. That might have been the reason he ran out the building as well, too. So we're gonna do a set. As you can see, I brought my own personal microphone because that's just how I roll. I don't know. I'm getting older, and it's funny watching my parents get older, too. I've been noticing my dad has this new obsession that he has. My dad has an obsession with his Bluetooth. Now, I know some of y'all out there that's watching the show right now have seen people that walk around every single place with this Bluetooth wrapped around their neck right here. Kind of like how Benny got on right here. They would never take the Bluetooth off. Like my dad, he takes a shower with the Bluetooth on, sings in the choir with the Bluetooth on, and I don't know what him and my mom are doing with the Bluetooth on, so I don't know, man. Pretty interesting right there, man. But I'm going to come up with something Dan can attest and Benny can attest called Bluetooth Rehab. It's going to be similar to the Alcoholic Anonymous show, but when you see these people walking around with these Bluetooths, we gonna get their number and send them to a class, because every time they take that thing off, they got a white line around their neck. Like, you've been having this thing on too long, man. True story, my grandfather passed away a couple years ago, and we were at the church at his funeral, and you know, this guy had this Bluetooth on. He was singing Amazing Grace. He was getting down. We like to say he was carrying a good note. And do you know this guy had the nerve to answer his Bluetooth in the middle of singing Amazing Grace? Talking about somebody had to fix his car, man. More of the story, man, my cousins took him out back and took care of him. He will not be doing that ever again. So that's my Bluetooth rehab story right there. Let's welcome Dan back to the show. He just came back from the bathroom.
No, I wasn't in the bathroom.
And his parole officer was after him.
Anyway, thank you so much, Treados.
All right.
You brought your own mic?
Got my own microphone, man.
My God. Does it work?
No, that's not on right
very
now.
good. It does make you more comfortable, though.
Yeah, I like the microphone.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks for having me.
Now let's welcome to the stage a young comic who's often very late to open mics and Comic on Parole and everything else. He just recently won the Atlanta Hip Hop Parole. Oh, we're on, what do you call this?
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Comics on Parole stage, Mr. Benny Pitt.
Woo, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy.
You can set the phone here.
Okay. What's up, Dan?
Hey, like my old girlfriend said, nothing, that's the problem.
The shirt you got on, it looked like you used Viagra. You like C. Allen's best customer.
Hey, you know what? You have good research. Let's put this up here on this, hold on a second. We'll put this up here, right here.
Oh, dope. What's up, Facebook Live? Comics on Parole. It's your boy, Benny Pitts. Comedian of
so
comedian of the year.
Benny just
Hey, this is mini-me right here.
What's up, Dan? Thank you for having me, man.
Right, okay, tell us. You just won the Hip Hop Award. Tell us about the best comedian of Atlanta. Is that correct?
Yeah, I won it's Atlanta Hip Hop Award. Shout out to my man Rico. Bigger Rankin. If you don't know who Bigger Rankin is, he's on everybody's mixtape. He brought in Young Jeezy, Yo Gotti, a bunch of people you probably wouldn't know.
John Gotti.
Young Gotti. Yo Gotti. Not my Gotti.
Yeah,
Yo Gotti.
yeah, okay.
No, he's a hip hop legend, and
right.
I host a lot of talent showcases, and I'm really big.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
You're working with some big people now.
Yeah, I'm doing a little something. You know, I'm doing. You know,
have you worked with?
I'm still broke, Dan. Dan, don't rob me. I'm still broke.
I won't mention his name, but I was.
Look at his wrist.
Well, it's a new watch, but you know.
I was talking. I won't mention his name. Well, you know K-Dub. You know K-Dub?
Yeah.
K-Dub. He's on a show every week.
Yeah.
He, very close with T.I. Tours every way. Where he said, Dan, I'm still broke.
Well, if I was anywhere with T.I., I wouldn't be broke.
No,
I haven't worked with T.I.
I think T.I. represented.
Nah, K-Dub is the dude, man.
He's a nice
He's
kid.
the king of Atlanta.
I really like K-Dub.
But me being a comedian of the year, K-Dub is the dude in Atlanta.
I'm very fond of K-Dub. And, he was on Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, he was. He was.
So let's play a clip of Benny's humor.
Oh,
yeah.
DJ, that's exactly what I wanted to come on to. I swear, that's my favorite song. How y'all feeling tonight? Beautiful crowd tonight. You ready for yourselves? You happy to be alive 2016? We made it. We made it. We here. No, I'm not Kevin Hart. I'm just saying this. You said, oh my God, baby, Kevin Hart. Man, it feels good to be alive, man. What a time to be alive, man. I'm doing different things in my life. I just graduated from school. Just graduated from DUI school. I passed with flying colors. I thought I was a real alcoholic. I'm not gonna lie. thought I was a real alcoholic until I went to DUI school and was around some real drug addicts and alcoholics. There was one dude, he took me class with his put book. And every time they'll go on break, they'll drink out the same bowl. Made me not feel bad of me having 3 or 4 too many margaritas, right? Like I said, I'm doing different things in my life, different things. I don't smoke weed no more. I don't smoke no more weed. I don't smoke no more weed, and I don't smoke it no more less. Crazy man, in 2016, they tried to legalize weed. Y'all heard that? See it on the news? Yeah. Now, y'all look like this citizens, like y'all don't smoke. But
Okay, now, you do something called OOG.
I'm part of a clothing line called Triple OG brand. It means every O means something. It means the omnipotent opportunities of God.
Okay.
And it's just, talk about.
Well, I have a clip where you're washing a car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm the Triple OG car wash dude. You did your research.
Okay,
man.
well, let's play and see if you can understand it. I had to watch it 2-3 times.
And it's definitely. I know it's a carburetor. It's my good shit.
What's up, pretty lady? I'm the Triple OG cleaning man that's making some noise. Did your boyfriend check me? Big ass house. I got that real love. Oh, that real love. You a white girl with purple hair? You must be on Love and Hip Hop and Love, VH1. You want something? Now, Shines a tire is $5 a tire. I can spit on it. That's $2 a tire.
Can you please get out my property?
I got my business card. It's a little messed up. That means 1-800 Triple OG, G double OG. Nah, I got. Oh, bro, watch how you handle me. My Obamacare don't hit till June. Watch how you handle me. We got white kids just on the bike in this neighborhood. Where's the exit sign? How do I get out of here?
Bye. You found your way in. You can go find your way out.
I don't know. Black lives do matter. Get out of here. Hey, let me borrow that bike.
Yeah, I think Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, especially my life matters.
Just that shirt you got on, that don't matter. That shirt you got on.
What I want you to do is do about 2-3 minutes of comedy.
Okay, we can definitely do that.
Hey, someone's calling you during the show.
I know, right? All right.
Okay.
Could you hit the decline button? What's up, world? It's your boy, Benny Pitts. Thank you so much, Dan, for having me on the show today. Man, just doing different things in my life, man. I just graduated from school. Dan, just graduated from school. Yeah, just graduated from DUI school. Just graduated. With flying colors, man. What's crazy, Dan, is I had to face my biggest fear this year, which was going to jail. 2016 was it was real. It was hard.
Really?
It was hard. Yeah, especially when you're half a black man. I was in jail with real criminals, Dan. I know you're not affiliated with real criminals, but real criminals.
Are you armed?
Was I armed in jail? No, I wasn't.
Now.
Am I armed? Yes, I am. Crazy thing is, one dude with a tattoo on his eye that said Zone 6, and on his neck it said Still Living. I asked him, what is he in there for? He said they got him on tape shooting at the police, and he slapped up his baby mom. I was like, dude, you Biggie and you Tupac. So, crazy thing, I was so scared then, I was tapping on the bars trying to ask the guards. I said, who can I snitch on to get out of here? He said, dude, you ain't here for traffic tickets. I said, oh, man. Yeah, like I said, man, doing different things. Yeah, this is a real story. I said, man, doing different things in my life. I ran across a homeless dude the other day. He was holding up a sign. Matter of fact, he was wearing Louis Vuitton, and he was holding up a sign that said, I accept PayPal. True story. So I was curious, so I went over there with $1 and I said, here you go, brother, God bless you. He said, nah, man, I only do 5s and 10s. I said, dude, you're homeless. He said, I know, but I'm a homeless with class. So then I BS you not, we're sitting there arguing with each other downtown, right down Spring Street. Out of nowhere, he pulls out an iPhone 6 and said, follow me on Instagram, Homie the Homeless. Seriously, and I followed him. He had 20,000 followers. I said, dude, what can I do to get a shout out? He said, that's going to run you about $5. I tell you, Dan, he got the $5 out of me anyway. When it was all said and done, he sold me some weed and gave me his mixtape. Hashtag, we are the streets.
Very good.
Hashtag feed the streets.
Very good.
It's your boy, Benny Pitts, comedian of the year. Tremendous. What's up, man?
Sit down here, Chuck. So anyway, thank you for tuning in to Comics on Parole. Tune in next week when we don't know who will be on. But I think Gary Cargill from Southern Mama is going to be on.
Cool. I have no idea who that is.
And tune in next week. He's very big. Look at Gary Cargill.
No, I'm just joking. I know exactly what you're talking about. Will you be wearing one of these shirts?
Yes, the same exact thing.
Oh, man, Dan works for the mob, man.
Yeah.
That's a mafia shirt. He can move down to Miami with that shirt.
Thank you for remember, Black Lives Matter, Triana's life matters, and Betty Pitt's life matters.
Dan, I gotta say, out of all you show more cleavage than any female comedian that I know. Dan boobs matter for real. Dan, I don't know if you're coming on to me.
That's a hashtag, that's a new hashtag right there.
I can understand why, because I am comedian of the year.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. See y'all later. Good night.
Pit stop.
All right.
I'm glad they showed up too. All right, Facebook Live, I'm out of here, man. You ain't shit. Ballhead, you ain't shit. That's why you ain't nothing of the year, Ballhead. You ain't nobody. You'll never be nobody. Ballhead. You'll work for me one day, Ballhead. Nah, I'm just playing. I love you, Ballhead. I love you, man. I'll see y'all later.